Hey!
Hey, hi.
Welcome to the Natasha and Debbie show.
Hello.
That's brutal. Just two patriotic girls, so please don't take us the wrong way.
Hi.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to the Natasha and Debbie show.
Thanks so much for being here with us today, guys. Appreciate having you. It's Jubilee weekend still. If you missed our video for Friday, our special surprise bonus video, go back and check that out where we did the Queen's coronation. Think you'll like it if you haven't seen it. And it's a colorized version too. But today we want to continue. This is the last day of the celebrations, the big celebrations of the Jubilee. We don't know if the Queen's going to be available today, health-wise. I know that she's missed the last 2 days, which we've been very sad. But hey, how cool was Paddington Bear?
That was so fun.
Last night.
It was amazing.
But even cooler was watching the Queen use her spoon on the teacup doing...
Yes, that was awesome.
As this Queen fan, watching the Queen play Queen.
That was
awesome.
Cool.
That was awesome. Just saying. Guys, if you like the content we're putting out, please hit that like button for us. It does help push our videos out to more folks. And consider subscribing to the channel. But don't do that just because we ask. Why not?
Right. We'd like you to check out some of our other content before you subscribe. Make sure you want to be a part of our family.
And who wouldn't want to be a part of a family with Debbie in it? Come on.
Or Natasha.
Yeah.
Hello.
We're trying to sell this thing, Debbie. We want to say some thank yous to some of our patrons. We give exclusive content out on Patreon that no one else gets. So if you haven't checked it out, guys, go pop over and take a look. And
see what we have to offer you.
Yeah,
I think
you'll like it. So today I want to give a thank you to Dave Dodge.
Thank you, Gary Stanley.
Thank you to Alex C.
Thank you, Alan Potter.
Thank you, Fiona Donald.
Thank you, Declan Marks.
Thank you, Nikki Daniels.
Thank you, Paula Bartram.
Thank you to Lisa Williams.
Thank you, Paul Barnaby.
Debbie thinks I can look down that far. Thank you to Natasha Fletcher.
Thank you, Gordon Kona.
Thank you to Kirsty Hunder.
Thank you, Alan Slade.
Thank you, Tim Scott.
And thank you, Philippa Hussein.
Or Pip. We'll just say Pip. We call you Pip and everything else.
Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you so much for being patrons. We appreciate you guys. And a special shout out to another queen. And that is Nanny Violet.
Nanny Violet. Hi.
We hope you're enjoying the celebrations of the Jubilee, Nanny Violet. We're going to continue with a little bit of Jubilee stuff today. We're going to take a look back. We want to celebrate Queen Elizabeth's life and the things maybe not everybody's taken a look at or look back at. And today is the royal wedding, the real royal wedding, when she was Princess Elizabeth, marrying Prince Phillip.
Yes.
November 20th, 1947.
47. Wow.
This is something that we wanted to see. Never seen this, obviously. I wonder how many of you have. Let us know. And we're going to just take a look and see, like, you were excited about the dress. Want to see what the dress
Yeah, I
want
to see her dress. Just all the clothes back then.
Yeah. And just seeing her a happier time, you know, her with her new groom, you know, just a happier time. Her dad was still living. So let's share in the happiness, the moments that, you know, made her who she is and stuff like that, the happy times. So let's have a look into it, guys, and let's check out Princess, but now, of course, Queen Elizabeth's wedding.
Let's check it out.
I'm excited about this. Princess Elizabeth.
The day of the wedding and immense crowds. Thousands had assembled overnight, others had arrived at dawn, all eagerly waiting to see and to cheer the royal processions on this day of their own princess's marriage. As must inevitably happen when such numbers collect and so much emotional excitement prevails, avoiding accidents becomes a primary consideration.
That's when crowd surfing
Now
started.
the people had not much longer to wait. And at Kensington Palace, His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh, with the Marquis of Milford Haven, his best man, checked the time for the start of his drive. A few moments too early, and then, lucky omen, a sweep stands by just before the bridegroom enters his car.
How young he was.
The cheers of the people all along the route were sure evidence of his popularity as he drove swiftly towards Poets' Corner at the Abbey.
Prince William sure looks like him.
Yeah.
A captain's escort of household cavalry wearing full dress uniform were in attendance on the Queen and Princess Margaret, driving to the Abbey in the glass coach. After the Queen had gone by, the crowds waited with tense excitement for the appearance of the Irish state coach, for His Majesty the King, and for the bride.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Woo!
It's really
Happy.
The greyness of this November day, matching in some respects the weary aftermath of war, these were neither seen nor felt, for this was a day of national rejoicing, a day indeed which had caught the imagination of men and women all over the world. And as the king and his daughter drove past, they received in overflowing measure the true and enduring affection of the people of Britain.
I just want to pause there just for a second because he just made me think something. He said this is a true day of rejoicing. When we watched the last video we just did, which was on her coronation, the announcer, I think the same guy actually, said that the day of her coronation was the happiest day of her life. And I had said something to the effect of, I don't know about that.
right.
I think that may be not so accurate, because of her
Right.
father had just passed, and it was a life of service than she was giving.
Mhm.
So I'm going to say this is probably closer. If you asked her, I would tell you this is probably more of a happier day of her life. One of the happiest days.
Yeah.
That and her children, and being born, things like that.
True.
I would say this would be one of the happiest days.
True.
So this makes me more, I feel more almost, what's the word I'm looking for, Debbie?
I don't know.
I don't know, just a little bit more happy in some ways, a little bit more positive about this because of the fact that, it's her wedding day
Mhm.
to the man she loves. And look how long they were married. Like, good
Yes.
Lord, you guys. But it also makes me feel bittersweet for her, too, that he's no longer with us.
Right.
But partly why we wanted to do this video, let's put him into the Jubilee.
Yeah.
Let's bring Prince Phillip into the Jubilee because he's there anyway in spirit. So I will get off my soapbox now. I just wanted to say that.
The coach draws up at the west door, and His Majesty pauses to help the princess alight. There's a moment's delay, due, I imagine, to the 15-foot train of the princess's most beautiful wedding
15
gown.
foot. Wow.
Then, with her father, the royal bride enters for her marriage to the man of her choice.
And then make sure you can't see much, can you?
The
Right.
actual service, we can only give you this impression of the solemn and reverent scene within the abbey.
I wish this was in color, but
Right.
hard in 47. Possible, but hard. Wow. The choir just moves me every time I hear a choir.
Mm-hmm.
Just moves me. That's beautiful. Absolute angelic voices. Wow.
At the end of the service, the procession of the bride and bridegroom was formed. Her Royal Highness's pages were Prince Michael of Kent and Prince William of Gloucester.
That is a beautiful dress.
Princess Margaret and Princess Alexandra of Kent headed the bridesmaids.
Okay. There's her dad.
Yeah.
The king.
Following the king and queen in the procession were Queen Mary, Princess Andrew of Greece, the bridegroom's mother, and King Haakon of Norway. Then King Michael of Romania, the Queen of the Hellenes, and the boy king of Iraq.
Wow. They have such.
That's awesome. I'm sorry. That's just awesome.
Right?
Hey, who came to your wedding? The king, queen of this country. Who came to our wedding? Some people down the street.
Some friends and relatives.
some people we worked with, and
Hey, we were there. That's what mattered.
oh yeah, I did show up to that.
Yeah, you did show up to the
Mentally,
wedding.
I didn't know if I did, but no, that's just amazing. And then I wish this was in color. I so do. But just seeing the king and seeing the queen's weird because I'm not talking about Queen Elizabeth,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just a whole different world. This was a whole different world ago. Was it not? Was it not?
It was.
A whole
For
different
sure.
world ago. But I did read before this. I tried to read a little bit of information that Queen Elizabeth did her own makeup this day.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I'm going to get this wrong. Part of her bouquet, one of the flowers, I think it was an orchid, came from Queen Victoria's, like, some sort of orchid bush.
Oh, okay. The plant she had.
And then, yeah, it was planted. And then she took back the flowers to the unknown soldier's tomb. Like, I guess a day or a little later. I don't know. I read it really quickly, just a little bit of information, so I'd have some sort of knowledge going in.
Okay.
So correct me if I'm wrong on any of that, guys.
Princess Regent of the Netherlands and Prince Bernhard, King Peter and Queen Alexandra,
Keeps going.
Queen Helen of Romania, the Prince Regent of Belgium, and the Duchess of Aosta, Crown Prince and Crown Princess of Sweden.
It's just cool to hear that. You don't hear that every day. You know?
Earl and Countess Mountbatten of Burma. Statesmen among the guests included the Prime Minister and the Foreign Secretary, Field Marshal Smuts, Mr. Morrison and Mr. Mackenzie King, Mr. Winston Churchill and his wife.
He always looks so angry. So is the same carriage that she was used for her coronation not used here? I haven't seen it yet. I mean, I can't tell either. It's in black and white. Oh, that looks like it's moving. See that how it's beginning to like moving?
Yeah, that one looks like it has some suspension to it. Where the other one apparently did not.
Yeah, that's what we heard. I want to see her face closer.
The departure of the royal couple from the Abbey after the wedding was the climax for the tens of thousands waiting in the streets of London. The princess had long ago won the utmost affection of the people. Her husband, British by upbringing and service, had already received their warm-hearted regard. And this was a love match. No wonder the people cheered themselves hoarse as the young bride and her gallant groom returned to the palace on their wedding day.
I'm going to pause one more time and then I won't pause again. 70 years, you know, and this was prior to that, of course, but 70 years. And reflect back, you know, we're Americans. We don't have a ton of information on her life. What we have learned a little bit about has been incredibly admirable, respectful, just insane to me how much she's been through, and she prevails. I'm just so happy she found Prince Philip and a love in him, you know?
Yeah, I'm glad that they could support each other through their whole marriage. And
absolutely. As sad as it is that he's not here to be with her for the Jubilee, again, the spirit he is, and we hope that we can, with this little video, this little tiny piece of YouTube in the world, we're so small, we're like a little ant, we can help bring him back into the Jubilee for her in a way. So hopefully you guys will pick that up too. Long may she reign.
This day will long be remembered as a vivid and important episode in the story of the nation.
You got that right.
But if we dwell more upon the actual London scene, it's because in these pictures we can recapture and preserve the spontaneous rejoicing of the moment.
Okay, that dress is gorgeous when I could see it.
Crowds outside the palace were quite as vast and as thrilled as those of Jubilee and coronation days.
wow.
That's a lot of people. Oh, how cool. I love this. Yes.
And how they cheered the happy pair when they came out onto the balcony.
She's beautiful.
What a wonderful picture the princess made, looking most lovely in her magnificent gown and standing happily beside her husband.
Oh, absolutely.
Presently, they were joined by their majesties and Queen Mary, and a storm of cheering broke out afresh. The link between the British people and the royal family is something quite unique.
I agree with that stuff. No, her dad waved like that too. Come on now.
Again and again, the people called for Elizabeth and Philip. Again and again, they joyfully responded.
I love it. I love it.
Inside the palace, the wedding groups and brief close-ups. Princess Margaret. Prince Michael.
Aww.
Prince William.
Yes, I love the stars on there.
Finally, these
There we go.
delightful studies
Close up.
of the princess and the duke. It was their day, and their great happiness was clear to see.
I love her dress.
Yes.
I lied. I'm pausing one more time. I have an obsession with fashion from that time period. You know I do.
Yes, you
I
do.
think things from the 30s, 40s, 50s was more beautiful than anything we've done since then. I think we've destroyed the fashion industry,
Yeah.
but things back then were just so gorgeous and so elegant.
Yeah, and they
So
didn't have to be like
elegant.
overdone. I mean,
No, something so simple.
yes, the
was-
simplicity of it makes
Yes,
it
absolutely. And this is a beautiful dress.
not that her dress was simple. Wasn't saying that at all.
Simply elegant.
The approaches to the palace were still absolutely packed when their royal highnesses began the journey to Waterloo.
Look at
They
her.
received
Look.
the treatment
Just
always
throw a
accorded to
bunch
newlyweds. With this difference, the bombardment was made with rose petals,
Oh,
not
look at those
confetti.
smiles. Yeah, Rose Petals is right. You don't have to like beat her in the head with it. This is awesome.
Yet another affectionate greeting was given them on their way to the station as the dusk of the winter evening began to close in.
I was thinking, when they had that clothes, wouldn't they be cold? But they probably just wanted to make sure they were paying the respects to the people.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
At Waterloo, there were still some rose petals to be brushed away,
I'm sure.
and there was a moment's pause for official goodbyes before they boarded the special train. This was to take them to Winchester on their way to Lord Mountbatten's home at Broadlands, lent for the honeymoon.
Nice.
Okay.
I love that jacket.
Yeah, again, that's the
And
era
hat.
when fashion was the best.
Yes.
All
Stunning.
Britain hopes that their journey was but the prelude to lifelong happiness through the years to come.
Oh,
Indeed it was, wasn't it?
that is so sweet.
Long life and happiness to the royal pair. Well, you got that right. Definitely long life and happiness for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I loved it. Did you guys love it? I freaking loved it.
That was so amazing.
I wish it was longer. Of course, we know there's a longer, again, couple hour long video.
Yeah.
Which, you know, for time's sake, we can't do that. But I enjoyed watching that so very much. What do you think of it?
That was amazing. I'm so glad that it was captured on video, that it's here for us to look at and
Oh
to
my gosh,
remember.
yeah, to think you got so much of her life on video.
Yes.
And again, we wanted to do something a little bit different, as this being the last day of the Jubilee. I mean, we're certainly not going to stop thinking about Queen Elizabeth.
No.
We're going to have, lots to think about with her and the future and stuff like that. But we wanted, again, to give, a little bit of piece from us, little respects from us to the Queen herself. And again, we just wish nothing but the best for her health. At the same time, 70 years of service and
Yes.
of just being amazing. Take all the time you need to rest. You deserve it. 70 years,
Absolutely.
rest up.
Mhm.
Get yourself strong. And we just have nothing again but the utmost respect for the Queen.
Absolutely. And we wish her nothing but the best. Hope she's happy and healthy and continue being an awesome woman that you are.
That's
a role
right.
model.
Yeah, that's right. I really enjoyed that though. And again, I'm just happy that we could, in our little way, bring Prince Philip to the party too.
Yes.
Because, I know he's not unthought of at this time. She's thinking about him.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I just think that this is more of the happier day than the coronation.
Yes.
I think this is more of the happier day. I think when she thinks back on her thoughts, she goes back to stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
I know I would.
Yeah, and I had been wondering where they spent their honeymoon, so I'm glad they said that at the end.
But they went a bunch of places too.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
If you guys liked the video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. And what are some of your favorite memories or thoughts of the Queen over these 70 years in the comments? Please drop those. We may not know about it. We probably don't know about it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys really do feel the respect and admiration that we have for your country. We've said this in every video. I'm saying it one more time. We're unified. We're a unified nation between the two of us. We're
That's
the
right.
same, and we really do. The U.S., the UK, we're together, guys.
Yep.
And
We work side by side.
yeah, we have the utmost admiration for yourselves and for the Queen. And we just want to, again, thank you so much for watching and being supportive to our channel, again, as well as, the Queen. We sincerely hope that she can rest up and just take in the love.
Continue being awesome.
Take in the love that she's getting from the Jubilee. So without any further ado, we will let you go. We'll be back on Wednesday. We hope that you have a great rest of this Jubilee day. And
I hope you all enjoyed your celebrations.
Yeah, let us know too.
Safe. Let us know what you did. Did you go to any of the festivities?
Yeah, let us know. And again, we hope you enjoyed this. As we've said before, and we'll keep saying it, God bless America. And God save the Queen. Long may she reign. Thank you guys so much for having us in your living rooms. We'll hope to be back to it on Wednesday.